He said, this will change your life and your client's life. I'm like, great, give it to me. He said, no, we got to go through it. So I want to give you a little glimpse of what that is. If you're a part of my family, you know this. If you're new to it, what he said was, why did you pay me $10,000 to come here? And I said something like, I want my students, I want everybody who I work with to have more results. He's like, great, that's bold. That's amazing. That's noble. But why do you want, hence the 7 levels deep, it's asking why 7 times and letting your heart go open. He said, why is it important that your clients have more success? And I remember saying something like, there's good people in this industry. I want them to rise, and I want to raise standards so high that the people that aren't, they get out of this industry. And I remember him saying, wow, great answer. And here's what I didn't know at the time. Those answers were coming from my head. They were logical. I wanted to have my students more. I wanted to raise the standards of the industry. He asked me why again. I said something, I want to leave a legacy. I don't even know what I said the next couple of times. But I want you to engage with me for a minute. I want you to think about why you're here. Why it's important that you learn AI. Why it's important that you go deep. Why is it important to free up time and leverage? Because when he asked me the 5th time why it was important, all I know is I remember saying, I don't want to go backwards. I had never said that before in my life ever. Why do I don't want to go backwards? And I started thinking of my mom working 3 jobs and we had no money and I'd go to school without lunch money. I don't ever want to go back there. I know what it felt like. I know how embarrassed my mom was driving an old car with the back window busted out and plastic on it. Oh my God, it hit my heart. I'm like, wow, this guy's good. I don't want to go backwards. I'm like, I got it. He's like, Dean, that's only number 5. He said, why don't you want to go backwards? And for those of you that are parents, I got tears in my eyes. I said, I want my kids to have choices. Because in that moment, I could get emotional. I remember in that moment thinking, I didn't have choices. My parents didn't have money. I didn't have choices. I had to do what they did. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to raise entitled kids. We don't need more of those. But I want them to have choices. So now I'm like, I'm emotional. I'm feeling it. And he said, but sorry, that was only 6. We've got 1 more. Why is that important? Something came out of my mouth that's changed my life forever. I said, I need to be in control. And not a control freak. What I meant was, my parents, I love them both. Both of them are watching right now. My parents were married 9 times. I moved 20 times by the time I was 19. I had different stepbrothers, stepsisters, step-grandparents. Leo Rizzo was in my life as a grandpa, then he was gone. All these changes. I was never in control. I'd come home from school, love my family, and there's a moving truck outside again. And all of a sudden, this started flooding back into my life. And that moment, I realized I need to be in control of my decisions.